Hello everybody, Rambles here, and welcome to Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is a game that I think a lot of us never thought was going to come out. It was in development for a very long time, and in fact Dragon Age 4 seems to have changed several times and been met with several big redesigns in its storied history of development. There's a lot of opinions about this game on the internet, both positive and critical. I am going to be approaching this game with an open mind. I'm hoping to enjoy my time in a big, new RPG world, to really get to know the characters. I hope the story is good, hope the gameplay is fun, and yeah, we'll be trying to set an immersive tone. If you're new around the channel, firstly, thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you clicking on the video. And secondly, the way I approach these kinds of games is to just take my time. I aim for immersion, having the music up, having the ambience up, trying to read all of the lore artifacts and the books and stuff like that we come across. And yeah, that's how we'll be approaching this playthrough. Let's get right into things here.
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him, and that's where you come in.
Alright, seems to be picking up basically story-wise right after the events of Inquisition. It doesn't really seem like too much time could have passed. So we have a couple things here. We have lineage, we have appearance, we have class, faction, playstyle, finalize, and summary. Alright, let's check out a human. Alright, I think this is us. I think we're good. Let's take a look at maybe a scar. These are all quite large. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we are getting into the classes. So we have a rogue. The rogue's hallmarks are quick movement and reflexes, whether wielding a bow or dual swords that use powerful, precise strikes for lethal damage. We have the warrior. Warriors command the flow of the battlefield. Some lay waste with sword and shield, while others use a two-handed weapon to send enemies flying. And the mage. Mages rain down fury with spells that incinerate, freeze, electrocute, and crush. Some cast from afar, while others prefer close quarters combat. A battle mage sounds kind of cool, but I'm always more drawn to classes that wear the heavy armor, preferably with like a big two-handed weapon. We got some starting outfits here. Nice to be able to see them in that. Alright, yeah, you know, I think I might go with the warrior class for this one. So we have specializations here. We have a Reaper, become Knight's Blade, steal life and risk death to gain incredible unnatural abilities. That sounds really cool. Slayer, leap into the fray, wield massive punishing weapons while rushing enemies to deal devastating blows, and Champion, be the shield, shrug off damage while summoning righteous fire down on enemies. That seems kind of cool as well. I guess we will spec into this, like, as we progress, we'll be picking one of these. It doesn't seem like we're locking in a choice right now. Reaper seems very interesting and seems to use, like, some kind of, like, half magical scythe for some of its abilities. Champion seems more like a paladin build, which is a lot of times what I go with in RPGs. But yeah, let's go with warrior. And we'll see where this goes. Backstory. Okay, so this is where we're picking a faction. We have a few choices here. Grey Wardens. Rook is a Grey Warden in ancient military orders sworn to battle Darkspawn and other monsters. The Wardens undergo secret, unbreakable rites that grant them supernatural powers against the dark. Gain reputation with the Grey Wardens more quickly. Deal increased damage versus Darkspawn. Base defense and health are slightly increased. Okay, when we have... Oh, this is also coming with like a different armor look. Veil Jumpers. This daring group explores ancient elven ruins in Arlethan Forest. Although founded by elves, they welcome anyone brave enough to face Arlethan's reality warping magic. Gains rep with the Veil Jumpers more quickly, increased damage versus Fade Touch, slightly increased crit and weak point damage. Shadow Dragons. This underground resistance opposes corrupt rulers and slavery in Teventir. Coming from all walks of life, they are determined to bring justice to the people. Damage versus Venatori, and your class-specific resource regenerates slightly faster. Lords of Fortune, an informal collection of explorers, hunters, and treasure seekers from Rivain. The rowdy lords are famed for both daring exploits and narrow escapes. Damage versus Mercenaries, perform takedowns on enemies with slightly less effort. The Morn Watch, ooh, look at that armor. That looks like... I'm not even sure. Just like some really ancient, almost 40k looking armor. This elite necromantic order explores the mysteries of life and death and tends to the undead in Navarra's sprawling Grand Necropolis. So if we wanted to go with like that scythe wielding build, this would be a good faction. The Morn Watch. Increased damage to undead and demons. You can apply additional affliction stacks on targets. And the Antivin Crows. Swift knives in the dark, the crows are ruthless assassins, both respected and feared at Antiva's shadowy prospectors. Damage versus Antom, holds an extra potion. Let's go Grey Wardens for this one, I think. Let's see what we have here for the backstory. When innocent lives were at stake, Rook led the charge, saving a village from a monstrous nightmare, no matter the cost to himself. During a large Darkspawn incursion, Rook was ordered to hold the line with other Grey Wardens until reinforcements arrived. Rook argued that by then, villagers under attack would be dead. He disobeyed orders, leading the squad into the incursion and sealing the tunnel to the deep roads. This turned the tide, and the Darkspawn were driven off, saving the villagers. Rook's heroism was popular among the younger wardens, but others with connections to noble families resented his independent streak. Rook chose to step away, while tempers cooled. Let's do that. Playstyle. I'm not sure what this is here. What is this? Combat Preset Adventurer. Here for action and adventure. A balanced experience that places equal emphasis on combat, party comp, and equipment choice. Do we get to, do I get any control over this? Oh, yes we do. So we can go all the way down to Storyteller. Okay. And so what's one step up? Underdog. Here to be pushed to the limit. Overcome punishing odds and save the world from unforgiving enemies. Okay. Okay. Obviously, I don't think we're going to go Nightmare. And Unbound is a customizable thing. But I do feel like maybe going Underdog could be good. Depending on what the combat is like, the encounters being a little bit more challenging could make the playthrough a little bit more immersive. Or if everything just becomes a bullet sponge, then that could just drag things out. So it kind of depends on if the combat and gameplay is actually challenging, or if on harder difficulties things just take a lot longer. I'm tempted to start on adventure and just feel things out. Maybe this is something we can increase. Yeah, settings can be changed at any time. So if we feel like this is not offering a good experience, we will up it. Oh, we can only do... If we're doing the first name only, we'll do that.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Veilguard?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Alright, so immediately we have some choices to make. Beat down the entire room to get the information. Try to convince the bar owner to give the information. We've already thrown one guy out a door. I figure we should at least follow through with that and set the tone.
Veilguard is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Tarek, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Veilguard.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Veilguard is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
But that was the fun way to do it.
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Alright, and we are in.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Veilguard and stop Solus.
So right now I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, obviously. Wondering if it's going to be more of a game that I want to use a controller for. Spare a coin? Can I spare a coin?
Androst, I bless you.
I mean, it's running pretty smooth so far. It looks pretty good. I'm going to turn the dialogue volume up a little bit if I can. And guys, with it being in episode 1, let me know if any of the audio needs to be adjusted. And I will get that done for subsequent episodes. This is what we have right now. Let's see. SFX speech is basically all the way up. Let's turn global volume up. We'll keep music at like 86%. And we'll try that. I don't know like how much loot there's going to be to find. I don't know how many secrets there are going to be or anything like that. I am going to try to be thorough. Investigate the areas, try to talk to anybody that we can. Doesn't look like we can interact with anybody here.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. We grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Deep.
Alright, combat tactics. Perform light attack with click. Use your light attack up to 4 times in a row to create an attack chain. The last hit is a final attack and deals increased damage, so worth it to do all 4 attacks.
Here they come.
Looks like left or right click will hold up the shield, left click attack, so we can keep our shield up here. We could probably do some parries if we can get that timing down.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
R to heal,
You two all right? Patch
X to
yourselves up
change
if you need it.
weapons.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Not sure if we're gonna want to be destroying stuff, but apparently we are gonna find loot. 15 gold currency seems worth it. If you put all these breakable vases around, I'm gonna break them. At least for now, and we'll kind of see if we find anything in them or not. So far, I don't think we found anything. It seems like they are hiding gold in like all the nooks and crannies, so that's nice. It seems like they're trying to establish early on that going off the beaten path is definitely worth it. And I really dig that. If we hit M, we do have an overall map here.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Crap. Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Venatory cultists!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier.
More intruders! Avenge our fallen brethren!
So line of sight does stop them from hitting us.
They crossed the Great Wall.
That's
a few years
important.
back. Got a lot of our people killed.
Yep. I was there.
Blocking with the shield does seem a little bit effective against the cast, so maybe we should be blocking the casts.
All citizens must remain indoors, so the magical anomaly is fully contained.
I mean, the game looks good. And more importantly, at least so far, it runs really good.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
Oh no! Oh, but there was loot! Oh, there was loot, guys.
They're allies of Neb Gallus!
I saw it like a second too late. Almost worth a reload. Driving kick. Use tab to select your new driving kick ability. It requires 50 rage to use. Warriors generate rage by striking enemies with weapon attacks. We know all about that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was pretty cool.
The Venatori own these streets.
Oh, we don't have rage. Rage bar is at the bottom there, it looks like. So far they haven't talked about like a lock-on. It's middle mouse. Middle mouse is the lock-on.
Take your revenge.
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
I'm still really sad that we can't go back and get that loot. Yeah, they just won't let us back up there. I'm tempted to do a reload, but we'll keep going.
Cleric, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
We came prepared for a rescue. Looks like you were way ahead of us.
A rescue? You're sweet.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the Veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
can slide down the line.
I'm getting too old for this.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it, and then demons found them.
Okay, so I see loot back here. But oh, there we go. Look at that. For a minute, I thought we couldn't get back here. Now the question is, how am I going to get out? Well, there we go. Okay, so that green pot might have been some kind of like heal in the environment. So we need to keep an eye out for those. We've got a couple of ways we can go here. It's leading us to the east, so that makes me kind of want to check out this area over here first. We can sprint a little bit faster. I'm kind of keeping it at the default run speed. That feels like a good speed to explore an area. Ranged attack. Press Q to use shield toss. Charge your attack by holding Q to increase its damage. So I can Captain America this? Okay. That's nice. Barriers protect enemies from most damage. Deplete them quickly with Q or they regenerate.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
We should head back. Solus is probably inside.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout?
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
More demons.
Warriors have access to powerful two-handed weapons like great axes and mauls. Attacks are slower than those with the weapon and shield, but inflict more damage. Basic defend is replaced with time defend while using a two-handed weapon.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf, Fenharel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
That's some magic. Definitely not from Tevinter. Any guesses what it is?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Alright, I guess we're going through the ancient magic portal. We have no idea what's on the other side. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
Demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry. Almost there. Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
All right, we've got a big boy.
Stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sets Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've got to try to reach him. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Rook, take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Veilguard is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Veilguard needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
All right, I am going to take Harding with us.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
And so our story begins. Very cool. I like the setup. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the story. The game looks good and runs great.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Thanks to me. I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the Veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like that time you ditched your orders for a better strategy during a darkspawn attack. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
All right, so a couple things. I feel like there's probably going to be more ramifications to him getting stabbed with that dagger than just he's injured and he'll get better. It was glowy and green, and that's probably not good. Secondly, I noticed that it said that Harding was injured because we took her with us, so I wonder if that's going to come into play where if we take somebody and they get hurt, are they not going to be available for the next mission? Kind of forcing us to mix and match our party. I guess we'll have to see. Bonus items, use the wardrobe to claim your rewards. Okay. All right, guys, I am going to stop right here for today. I am really enjoying this so far. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the story, more of the characters, more locations, and I might crank the difficulty of the combat up a bit now that we kind of have our feet wet. I know where my dodge is. I know where my block is. I have a grasp on the abilities. So I think for the next one, we'll crank the difficulty up a little bit more and see how that feels. Thank you guys very much for joining me today and spending your time here. If you did enjoy the video, leaving a like on it really helps me out immensely, especially on an episode 1. And I really appreciate those that do. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.